I don't know if I muted or not, so we'll hear it in a second, but good afternoon, Boobie Goaters. It's me, Erin, and welcome to Me in the Afternoon. I titled this one Undone because, baby, I'm done. Not really. But I will not be doing lives. I probably won't be doing them next Saturday, and I believe it's the Saturday after. I'm not quite sure. So I will make a thumbnail or something probably for some Saturdays because I'm a Cubby Scout mommy now, so I have to go to the Cubby Scout things, which is cool because next week we're gonna be hiking. I like to walk. I like to get my walking in. By the way, today I have not reached my goal, and it is late, dude. I only have 6,699 steps. Almost 6,700 steps. Cool, just 10,000 more, yay. Then I'll make it, I'll make my goal. Pretty sure I will. Ew, and we are working, that's great. So, I was like kind of done with doing YouTube actually. I think I was gonna be like, I'm out skis. But hey Haley, hello Gary, thanks for stopping by. And we have a poll going. Have you eaten bacon for dinner? It's a yes or no. I closed the other poll because I was like, are you okay? Everybody was like, yeah, I'm okay. But apparently Thomas is actually having a live now too, and I didn't know. There I go. Screwing everything up again. Oh, I don't care. Now I'm going to do my lives whenever. Like in Thursday morning, I think I'll start them back at 6:30 because I don't get enough time, and then everybody wakes up, and then I have to cancel them short. Good afternoon, Loretta. It's been fabulous. It's been fabulous today for sure. I've been mowing, and then the lawnmower was like being funny again, so I was just like walk mowing because I want to get my steps in. And I checked the battery was dead, and I was like, oh, okay. Because that was my goal, was just to like walk until the battery dies, and it's a nice sunny 88 degrees outside, so I've been trying to get a sunburn. I'm wearing black today. Trying my best. Hi, Sandy. And it looks like Donna Ray is here or was here. I know Thomas was here because he was like, I'm having a live today and you messing it up. I was like, oops. Jerry was here and Granny Boo, Bonnie, hello. Hi, Sandy. I found my way home. Do them when they work well for you. Yeah, the lives. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking about that because I do have another, what is it, the membership. And I know I said I was going to do a live there, but I'm not sure. I see ya. You popped up twice. When I could do that, I was just like, man, promising a lot here. And then with the Butter Woman commercials, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to do any anymore for just a little bit. I'm not sure. I have to stew about that too. I'm just like, ugh. If people get confused about what real butter is and fake butter, I will never ever make another commercial because that's just crazy. Come on now. It says, I can't believe it's not butter on the butter package. All right. So I see everybody. And it looks like I did have a notification go off for Thomas's live that just started. Yay, who is he interviewing? I feel bad if I'm missing him. Darn. That's okay. Do lives and we want to do them. That's right. What Donna said. Hi, Rick. Thanks for showing up. I guess did I cut your live off or did you end early? I hope you got to end it a little bit early. Because I know you keep going. But, you know, if you want to be outside and do your outside stuff, you probably should do it, you know? I know you were like, I'm going to try to keep it to an hour or two, and it never works, does it? And Gary said, I walked a long route back from the pool. Nice. I wish I could have walked more today. I only got 6,000 steps so far. Your computer crashed. Oh, when did that happen? I had to leave. I had to go, I ran to Costco to get water bottles and fizzy waters And then they wanted to do salad. And for me, Costco's cheaper on the salad because then I can get like a bunch of stupid salad for them to make with their stupid steaks. Already pre-cut up steak because I was going to do ribs and I already pulled them out and everything. And I was like, oh no, I was going to do ribs. And then they were like, can we have salad instead? I'm like, sure. I think the ribs will be good for one more day in the fridge. It's fine. Yeah, salad. Yeah, they like... Okay, so their salad is mainly a bunch of cheeses, like feta, blue cheese, hard-boiled eggs chopped up, like tons of them, then steak, and then grilled chicken. I got a grilled chicken for them, or it's already pre-made grilled chicken, which isn't that the best, so I just have a bunch of chicken breasts that I cook for them, and I cut it up. Yeah, it's like... It's a crazy amount of just meat and cheese and like a little bit of salad is basically what these salads are. And then I have to make homemade Thousand Island because nothing is sacred and safe now and you have to make it yourself, which is really, it's a really strange recipe when you home make it because you take hard-boiled eggs, you chop them up, and then you add relish, and then you make your homemade mayonnaise. And I think I add ketchup to it to get it orange. It's been a minute since I've made it, but I did home make it before, and they liked it, and it worked. And I was like, I can't believe it has, like, what is it? Not eggs, but what was the weird thing that was in it? Just ketchup, probably, to turn it orange. Okay, what was it? Mayonnaise. I don't know. It was the eggs. It was the eggs, man. Chopping up the eggs to make that. I didn't know eggs. I didn't know. All I knew was that when you read the back of the labels in the store, they all say soybean oil in them. Yeah, they eat, it's like really, it's basically a meat and cheese heavy thing with some green. That's what they usually eat. They're more like, unless my husband decides to be a carbie, which sometimes he does do that, and he'll bring home like ice cream or dumb things that make the kids crazy. And then he complains to me about why the kids are acting this way. And I'm like, it's the food. Why don't you get it? But I can't talk about that because that's talking carnivore and that's nonsense. That's why I have a channel, by the way. It makes me a little insane. Not to vent a little bit. Ugh. Okay. All right, guys. Are you ready? I have some questions here for everybody because I think they'll be great. Have you ever eaten steak twice in one day? Go on. Go on. It looks like the computer might be up and running because Rick's on. Remember, you're being recorded. Man, I'm being recorded on everything, and I'm recording. And I'm in some crazy file on some crazy person's computer, a special file. Labeled Boobie Goats. I'm good, man. I know. And the best part is that I have my own FBI agent, just for me, that records everything I do and say, and all the things on my phone and computer. That's right. I believe it all, and it's true. All right, where do we go? Here we go. He's on a Mac now. It's a different computer. Donna says, yes, I've had steak twice in a day. Probably, is that what is? Yes, I have had steak twice. Probably in a day, yeah. I've had like a little bit of steak for, if I see it and it's cooked and it's not, and nobody ate it, I'll eat some and then I'll have steak again for dinner. I've done it. Anybody else? Fess up. Have you had steak twice in a day? No? Okay. Here's a good yes, no. Do you believe bacon makes everything better? I do. And I also believe if you cook bacon early enough in the morning, you can wake up a whole crowd of people. Because you can. The smell works miracles. There it is, bacon. There's nothing wrong with some bacon, ever. What's going on here? Keeping people off trails. Terri C's making jerky right now. It's basically steak. It is. I love it when I can find like a bunch of like very thin cut steaks on sale. I used to complain about it because I like thick steak. But since I have the dehydrator, every time I find it, I'm like, yes, I'm making jerky. And it never lasts. And when I am making jerky and they hear the machine going off, they don't even care if it's cooked all the way or not. Those kids just grab the stuff and eat it. They love it. They love it. Haley says, bacon makes everything better. Everything. All right. This is for tomorrow's video, but I might as well share now because it's today and it just happened. I was mowing and I didn't see the golf ball. And it got cycled into the mower and it shot back and hit me right in the shin, guys. Right in the shin. And there's a bruise and a bump. I was like, son of a gun. And it's not the first time this has happened because when I was mowing, I hit another golf ball. And I didn't know I did this. I didn't know they were there, honestly, because the grass is kind of high and my other mower is kind of down. So Terri says her husband loves it so much. Great. Awesome. Because it's good. And Flash had my phone and he's recording me and I hit another golf ball and it shoots and it hits him in the boob. And I was like, Flash, are you okay? I didn't know they were there. Like now I'm like combing it now because I know we bought Petrus like a big bag of golf balls to play golf. I didn't think he could just like leave them out there and just hit them. Well, that's what people do normally. Yeah, so he's, I was like, dear Flash, are you okay? Oh, it could be worse? All right, yeah, I'll watch it for him because it's, for me, it's just black and blue. It happened really quick. But for Flash, I'm watching it. But Flash has got a lot of, you know, extra, he's a little chubby around that area. So I don't think it's too bad. But yeah, definitely to keep an eye on it for sure. But yeah, golf balls hurt, man. And it's just a little, it's not even gas powered. It's electric or battery powered. Battery powered mower does all right when it wants to work. It's got some kind of short in it. The shin one, yeah, dude, I was like, no way. No way am I mowing anymore. But when I came up here to set up, I was like, I got 20 minutes. I'm going to go back down there and run the mower until it stops. And it died. And I was like, okay. Gotta get the battery out and start charging it. And then I had this battery from Amazon. I bought it, was it last year or the year before? I don't know. I've had it a few seasons and I wanted to know how long it would last. And I put it on the charger to charge up and it's blinking the Christmas colors. And I'm like, no, isn't my charger? So I took another battery, started charging it. Because in reality with the lithium batteries, you need to have them charged all the time or they will go. They won't work. They'll be junk. And then there's a way you can reset them, but you have to have a special tool, like little precision tool. I used to have it. I used to have them all because I would take apart my Ryobi batteries. I'll try to reset them with a paper clip because there's a whole deal that you can do. And then you have to charge it up again. Charge it up. Erin, you're glowing today. Did anything happen? You're not telling us. Other than getting hit in the shin? Or that I've been out in the sun a lot. I've been trying to get a sunburn. I'm on carnivore, okay? I'm trying my best. It's not working. I'm not getting a sunburn. I did take a shower, though. I did do that. Oh, she's a carnivore, meathead. Haven't you heard? It's true. I am. I eat meat. And then somebody was like, people ate that way back in the 1940s and they died of massive heart attacks. I'm like, no, they didn't. That's when the food pyramid thing started. But it wasn't a pyramid. It was a plate. Almost like the plate, my plate. It was a pie. They called it my pie. Alrighty. Next one. Because I'm not answering the bacon questions. Some of you did. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Have you ever told someone, I don't eat plants? Straight to their face. Just, if they tell you to eat some, or you're at a party or something, you just go, I don't eat plants. And then you kind of just walk off. Oh my god, it's a carnivore channel. Meathead, I'm so sorry, dude. How you doing today, Kurt? Having a good day? I have like 9 of those liver burger things that I made, and I'm actually going to have some tonight. You haven't done that yet? You can't wait, right, Bonnie? Just be like, I don't eat plants. I don't know. No apparent reason. Maybe people are just talking about just like whatever, and you're just like, I don't eat plants. And then they all like, what? Just tell your husband. I tell my kids. I tell my husband all the time. I'm not supposed to talk about it anymore, though. Because you ruined Dr. Pepper for me. I can't even drink it. It doesn't even taste right anymore. So he went and he gets these half and half teas. So they do have the sugar in them, but they're a little more watered down than normal. And he's drinking one of them. He's like, oh, this is so gross. I can't do it. And then he got another one from, I think it was Burger King. And they accidentally gave him Coke. And he takes a sip and he's like, oh, I can't. And he spits it all out because he's like, this is soda. Why didn't you ruin, like, I'm the one to blame. Why did you ruin everything? And I was like, I never ruined anything. I didn't touch the food. Food companies did. They wanted to make things cheaper. And they're ruining everybody else. Bonnie, you're going to do it too. Yes. Why not? I don't eat plants. Why aren't you eating the cake? I don't eat plants. It's perfect. Do you think ribs count as a finger food? I wonder what people were eating back when the sanitariums were all popular, doing the lobotomies and such. Is that around, like, I know what is it? Kennedy did it to his kid. Was that back in the 40s? Is that when they started to, like, demonize the meat? Well, they didn't demonize it. They needed it for the troops. They were trying a way to spread food, I guess, or save food. I don't know. I gotta look it up more, I guess. But interesting. I'm a carnivore. He's a muggle. I love it. Man, yeah, sanitarium food's duck food. That's true. I bet you that's what they fed everybody there too. It makes it worse. And then they just put you on drugs to make you better. Awful stuff. Have you ever had a fridge full of nothing but meat? I don't put the meat in the fridge. I put it in the freezer, and then sometimes I'll just lay it out on the counter to defrost. And a lot of you just take frozen steaks out and throw them in the air fryer. I don't think I've done that. You need a steak sanitarium. Right now, my fridge is kind of full of a lot of meat because I pulled out like a bunch of ribs and I was going to cook them and I totally forgot. And I 180'd on it when we went out shopping because they were like, can we do salad? And I'm like, okay. So we do salad. There you go. Rick's full fridge is full of meat and eggs. Awesome. Laura hasn't done it yet. Not yet. I should do it just for fun. So like when the kids open the fridge after school snacks. What have you done with everything? Usually it's like I'm feeding the chickens the carrots because nobody eats the carrots and they're always asking for carrots. It's a really weird thing. I think it's more mental for them that the stuff is there and they don't even eat it. The kids will go after the blueberries, but they're frozen, so they don't even go into the freezer usually unless they want blueberries. It's a whole deal. And then there has to be bread. So I have to make bread for the two oldest so they can make their sandwiches or whatever. And I'm just like, ugh, you don't need this. And it becomes a waste because they don't make their sandwiches. They don't do any of this stuff. And then it just goes bad and I feed it to the chicken. At least I got chickens to feed it to. I'm not complaining too much. I turn it all into eggs. You want your fridge for real food. There you go. Yeah. You have 3 freezers full, nothing but meat. A few other things in my fridge. Not much though. Yeah. See? The goal. Veda entered me to win at the fair for a whole bunch of meat. And I was like, that'd be so cool if I won. And she was like, you'd need another freezer. Mom, it's a freezer full of meat. And I'm like, okay. So I get a freezer. I'd do it if I won, for sure. It'd be so cool. But like for months and months and months, I've slowly done that. I buy them. They like the Baby Bell cheese that you unwrap and stuff. But the problem is the younger kids take the wax and they like to either make little dudes with it or they'll smush them into the floor. And then everybody steps on it. And I'm like, what is this? I'm living in the sanitarium. This is an insane house. I'm just like, that's why I'm outside walking all the time now. I love it. I'm not in here, not watching the chaos happen. I don't have to deal with it. And I'll clean it up at night or in the morning. That's my plan so far. Make the kids clean. My husband got to it and they were just like, you guys have to work now. Mom's never home. She's always walking. That's the goal, is the 3. Replace fresh fruit with the plastic prop food. Yep. That's perfect. They sell that. I've seen it at our antique stores. They have the plastic fruit. And I was just like, that stuff used to be fun, just around the house. When I was a kid, though, I would try, like, I thought it was an apple. Like, has anybody ever done that with the plastic fruit? Hi, Julie. It's glad to see you this afternoon. Let's see. All right. This one's fun. Do you believe butter should be considered a condiment? I do. I think it's perfect for that. It's lovely. Butter is such a nice thing. But I can see how you can't really get yourself to eat a lot of butter. I've got myself up to eat a lot of butter. I've got myself off of the butter. And you know what? If you are interested, because I have cut my fat so dramatically, no problems at all. None. I was worried about that because I was feeling really good when I upped the fat. Like, really good. Like, oh my God, my brain. Wow. But I was worried if I cut it back, that it would be horrible. Oh, yeah. Hi, Erin. Late running errands. Erin went out to run errands today, too. That's okay. That's what you use it for. Yes, it's so good on the steak. The kids yesterday were cracking me up, though. They were like, where's the butter? Because I stopped putting butter in my steak, so I stopped putting butter out for the kids with their steaks, especially the ones that love butter with their steak. But it surprised me about Emmett because sometimes he'll do butter and other times he's like, no, no butter. Or I might have mixed him up with Nixon because Nixon doesn't like the butter on his steak. But man, that roast I made last night, oh, dude, it was good. I finished it. I was full and I was like, man, I'm not going to be hungry tomorrow. And I did pretty well until I made the bacon and then I was like, I'll just eat like maybe 2. And I did. I stick to the 2 that I wanted to eat and that was it. It was good. And with my weird coffees in the morning, I went down to 1 egg. I still do a tablespoon of butter with it. And I'm fine with that because I use that for like 4 cups of coffee, like a whole thing. And I slowly drink that. And it works. And then I was going to cut it back to just 1 in the morning for coffee. But I do get hungrier during the day if I don't have an extra one. So that's like, man. Erin, where's the beef? Butter bites are great, man. All right. Have you ever eaten more than a dozen eggs in one sitting? I got close. I ate 6 hard-boiled eggs at the park. It was like a test. I can do it. It's hard, though, especially hard-boiled eggs. That was a hard one to do because they really fill you up. Has anyone else? It's easier for me to eat a dozen eggs if I make it into like maybe a buttery muffin thing. You know those egg muffins? Shouldn't have said it like that. I'm sorry. You can all giggle. Wait, when I make those weird egg muffins and they're like the butter separates and cooks to the top and they're just like a little bit crispy on the top. Dude, those are so good, but I can't eat more than 3 because I will fill up really fast on them, but it takes a dozen eggs to make them. I don't think I have. Not even with scrambled eggs. And I've cut like 24 scrambled eggs to feed the kids, but I've never sat there and ate 24 scrambled eggs. Man, I don't even think I could do it. That'd be kind of funny. Now I have ideas going off of my head. A live stream. Oh, members only live stream. I'm going to try to eat a dozen eggs. That would be awesome. If they were deviled, definitely. That's right. Hi, Bill. How you doing this afternoon? That's perfect. Yep. Could do it. Deviled eggs. You could. Definitely. You know, I've got those super sour pickle eggs stewing that I made, and they're in my fridge. I think they're ready. It's been a couple weeks. Wouldn't that be cool if I took them and made them into like a deviled egg, and they were like pickled deviled eggs? Sour pickle flavored. What happened? Somebody's channel you can't find? Uh-oh. Butter is a pre-workout food for the fat adapted. There you go. I like that. That's good. That's a good one. Oh. What's happening? A terrible thing has happened. Everybody's like, this is why. This is why you shouldn't let the kids play on your computer. They busted it. And now the little touch screen's funny. Oh no! What did I do? Maybe I'll move it around. Let's see. Probably broke it. No. Just gave my feral kitten a cooked chicken leg bone. Yeah. I was sweeping and somebody decided it'd be more fun to leave a plate of bacon and eggs under the couch. I pull it out and the kitten, the little black one that Veda brought home, Moon Pie is what they're calling him. He ran over and he was just like, bacon, and he went for it. I was just like, okay, kitty, that's good for you. Must be irrigate. There you go. Oh, you're looking for Meathead's channel? Well, I can't help you there because my freaking computer screen froze. What did I do? No! What is it? Control Alt Delete. Wasn't that like, what'd you do? Control Alt Delete. I want to go to the test. I have to cancel that. Click that back. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Okay. Have you eaten bacon for dinner? So far, 16% of you say no. 84% of you are saying yes. Amazing. It is working. Except my computer's super late on what everybody's typing. Wow, it just has like the first 5 minutes. That's funny. All right. Do you think salt is the only spice you really need? I do. I can go without anything else. I really can. I thought, you know, what was it, a year and a half into carnivore? And I'm like, man, I'm just using salt. I'm not actually using anything else. Yeah. And when I put the other spices, the spice blends, the mixes on things for the kids, or just to use because I've got them, usually pretty clean when I find them. Julie needs her pepper. You need that pepper. Yeah, well, there you go. Well, if you need pepper, that's okay. I heard pepper is horrible. You ever go onto like a chat and then someone's like, is pepper okay? And everybody demonizes it. No, pepper's bad. It'll hurt your knees and your eyes. It depends. If you put like a ton of pepper on stuff, you know, like a lot, does it bother you? It doesn't matter. Everybody's different. It could bother you. Yeah, there you go. It can block nutrient absorption. I like salt. I use only salt, really, because that's all you need. And it's nice. Because salt is the flavor of life. What was I watching? Somebody, like, they were getting, like, their arthritis pain feeling back, and they were like, maybe it's what I'm putting on my food, and it was the black pepper. Everybody in my house love black pepper, and they love, like, spicy stuff. So that's always here. Oh, the kittens only eat parts of the bone they want? Okay, so my cats are weird because they'll go for like the knuckly part and then they'll break it open like the dogs do to get the bone marrow out, which is interesting. You don't even have pepper in your house? Ah! In Maine, we don't like the spicy stuff much. Oh, yeah? I had the older brothers and stuff that really like the super spicy ghost pepper things. I think my dad likes that stuff too. And what's fun is like you do hard-boiled eggs, you cut them in half, and then you put the hot sauce on them and you go. Oh man, it's so good. And I did ghost pepper like last year because I grew them and I had them and I could not handle them. I was like, what happened to me? I could barely eat a little bit of them because I've been so strict. Like, I'm just a baby when I eat spicy things now. It doesn't work for me. It's just like, I can't. This one time, it was like the first time ever I did my garden, and we had peppers, and the peppers grew great. And we had, what was it? Not habaneros, but habaneros. And I was like, I love hot, spicy things because I had a tolerance back then for them. So we did steak and grilled it, and I grilled my peppers, and I was like, okay, habanero, and I ate it, and it was so hot. I didn't know that when you grew peppers yourself, and you're like all by yourself, that the peppers would be so hot, and they were super hot. And I like almost drank half a gallon of milk just to stop the spice. And then of course you puke because drinking a lot of milk that fast makes you feel sick. So it wasn't a fun experience all around. Rick killed my battery. Take care, everyone. Eat meat, be happy. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, Kurt. It's always a pleasure. And Julie said, Erin, I made a pot roast in the crock pot with just half a cup of water and went to bed 8 hours later. I can't even read now. My tongue's too big. Thinking about those peppers, man. Woke up, yum and tender. Oh, that's neat. I saw that somebody starts their crock pot or their pot roast and they don't even use water. And it seems interesting, but also I feel like I do a lot of scrubbing in that crock pot. And I was so happy to get my crock pot so I could make the bone broth and stuff in it. But every time I make pot roast, I can't. My tummy don't like it. It just, maybe 30 minutes later, it's like acid reflux feeling. I don't like that, so I'd rather have rare steaks. just a nice sear on them. If you do coffee, a cup in a coffee crock pot with a pot roast, it's really good. That's how I learned to cook them. Oh, just a coffee cup full of water. That's neat. I usually like overfill it with water. All right. Next. That's a weird question. Have you ever taken the meat off a burger and tossed the bun before anyone noticed? No. I did used to order when we went through drive-thrus and stuff, just plain, and then I take the buns home and feed them to the chickens because you pay for it anyway. But I found a way around it, especially with Whataburger. They have this special menu, and you have to ask for the special menu. And you have to ask for, like, there's a way to ask for just patties. They call it large patty. And it's in the special menu. Just tell them that. And their patties are only $2 a patty. I found that out, like, last week. And I keep forgetting to tell everybody on the internet. So there you go. If you have a Whataburger and you want to try it. I don't know what everybody's talking about now. You lost me. Lost myself. That's a good one. Do you believe organ meats make you stronger, or are they just a dare? I don't know, like I'm gonna have there's like vitamins in liver, and I guess you're supposed to do that. Erin looking good, doing 15K steps. I find it easier each day. Awesome. Good. I was kind of like dragging yesterday. Today I've only got like 6.5 maybe thousand steps. I was hoping it'd be more. Yeah, 6,699. So after this, I got to get my 10,000 in. Or I've been like kind of cutting it short. I'm like 15, I'm done. And then I'll just like plop on the couch and I'm like, done. Lift my legs up for a little bit. Done. And then I will look at it again when I'm like getting ready to eat. And it's like, oh, it's the same except just a little bit extra steps because I was done. That's it. And now I'm like, I don't know if I can get to 20. I know like Lisa, Carnivore Whisperer, she's killing it. She's up there near 20 because she's trying to figure out how long it would take her to get 20,000 steps. And for me, it would be like 4 hours because, yeah, that seems like a lot of walking. I could do it. It's probably better. But I need more places to roam. And so I tried to enlist my older boys to start cutting me a path all the way back there to the woods, up things. The inclines are like this, and I just want to walk. But it's hard when I don't have a path, and I don't want to get lost. So I always think about that. I can get lost in the woods, but I do like going up into the woods. It's fun. Except like lately, the neighbor is always like, at 4 a.m, did you see those lights out there? Like either somebody's running a still up there, like up in those woods, or there's people camping out. So I don't want to go up there alone. I will be packing when I go up there, but that's like, jeez. Kitten got her second bone all. Yes, I am. I'm getting a lot of rays in that sun. It's good. I'm trying to get a sunburn. It's kind of hard to do. You try your best. I had like more right here was a little more red, but it's gone from yesterday because we were out in the straight sun. I don't have it here. We're all canopy covered with the trees. So it's a little cooler than it went down a little bit, 87 degrees. Nice and sunny. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because I can get to 10,000 steps pretty easy now. Like that used to be a chore. Now the 15 is good too, right? Because it just takes time. And I do have a path now. I have a nice path where I've been walking. I think it would be harder on the grass than the pavement. Well, when I walk on the pavement, it takes longer for the steps to be counted. And when I'm down here in the grass and stuff, they count them better. Did I put it back in my pocket? I hope so. Yep. And it does depend on my shorts too, because it's just a little counter. It's not something that's hooked up to your phone or hooked up to a watch or something. I don't do that. Yeah, you need a path. Yeah, 10,000's easy for me. The path would be good too, right? Yeah, I get that. I made my own, but I want a different one now. You know, like I get kind of bored. The one around the barnyard, I like it because every time I lap it 4 times, that's 1,000 steps. It always reads 1,000 steps. It's catching my steps. But when I do the longer laps that get the inclines, and I'm like, oh, this is better for me anyway, because you build more muscle. And it's like, it's not reading it right. I'm like, I'm walking more. Why isn't it reading it? It makes me mad. I gotta work harder. But a good goal would be like just 10,000 steps anyway. I made it like one of my days. It wasn't a real busy walking day, but it was still one of my busy days. And I just wanted to see how many steps I got normally. And it was only like what I have now, 6,000 something. And I was like, dang, I thought I walked a lot more. And then I realized I stand a lot more than anything else. 'Cause I'm always standing doing stuff. I stand a lot. I'm a stander. I want to be a walker. That's the goal. Walk before you run. Do you guys believe eggs count as both breakfast and dinner? I do. That's the next question. What I did, I just wanted to do a yes or no question for today, but then it popped up with a whole bunch of them, and I wanted to like get them done. But maybe we should jump off a little early and go see Thomas, because that would be not fun to miss out on walking. Have you ever said moo or oink while cooking dinner? I have. It's all about that cow, man. When it's like really rare and I cut into it. Flash likes that. He likes rare. Eloise actually likes more rare, but she likes to cook it up just a little smidge more when I make it that way. Yeah, eggs whenever you want them. That's right. But whenever I slice into a steak and it's still kind of super, super pink and there's a kid around, I'm like, oh man, can you hear it? Smell it. I don't know if Thomas is on now or soon. I don't know, Julie. We might be all missing it. I could say and awkward pause for you guys. Eggs all day. Yes, eggs are awesome. They're a superfood. And I'm glad that I have pickled eggs in my fridge that I made myself. I can't wait. If I remember, I will try them tonight. Because they're like, it's been 2 weeks. They should be ready. And they're the super sour pickles. That just means there's extra vinegar. No. You gotta know. That's a weird question. Oh, I've already that. It says, do you believe liver tastes better when you pretend it doesn't? That's maybe a good way to eat the liver. I'm always like, if I want to, I will eat it. I do like making my own ground beef though. That's fun. And it always ends up so nice. Uh-oh. I think what they did was really slam my computer. It just got super blurry. Oh. I'm gonna close it now. I have to read the comments. I actually need to drink some water because I was very dehydrated. I totally forgot about that. Like, I can tell. I can tell. All right, everybody. I made like everybody drop out. There's only 15 of you left. What is up, Boobie Goaters? Is there anything up? I've got to get my steps in. It's been about almost 45 minutes. I almost lasted an hour, but I really need to get walking. So I want to thank you all for coming. Missing the kids. They're so quiet. Yeah, they're out. They are hiking. They wanted to go on an adventure. And I heard them outside. Scarlett was all like, we're going to get the tent. We're going to do this. We're going to have an adventure, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what tent? They broke the tent. What's going on? Yes, the sun is up. I want to be out. It is not raining. I think we're going to have a nice hot week. And I enjoy the heat. So I'm going to get out there. Secret squirrel. Live stream walking sesh. Yeah, I should. Get up and go. I'm going to have to do like one of those private live streams while walking just to see what it'll look like when the Wi-Fi goes out. I need to figure out how far I can go. It would be fun. Because where I'm at, there's no network. There's not, unless you go to the very, very top of some of these ridges, and you might get some. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been fun. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do a live stream next Saturday because we got to get our hiking badges. So I definitely will be getting my steps in. I'm ready for it. I've been working. Starlink Mobile or something, because that means I'd have to spend money, Sequard Squirrel. You crazy. But thanks for stopping by. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Or like a Wi-Fi expansion thing. I do that too, but there is no place to plug it in down there and out there into the woods. All right, guys. Bye. And thank you again for hanging out. You got to spend money to make money. I don't want to make money. I just want to hang out. All right. See you guys.